What's up, guys? YogiZilla here. You just call me Yogi. My friends do. We started a little late. I was waiting for Obi, and he's kind of MIA right now. I'm getting my ADD right now. Messing with the overlay a little bit. No webcams tonight. I'm just gonna keep it simple. IB Lau is gonna be joining us. She should be here now. You there? Hello.
Yeah,
There
I'm
you
in
go.
the building. You
I
know
was
how it goes.
I was calling you on Yahoo on the Skype.
And that's what I was telling you. I told you my Skype's been so weird. Sometimes it
Uh,
works, sometimes it doesn't.
okay, we don't need Skype. That's just for the backup, but we'll do it with.
I hit you on Skype if we have a problem. Like, it's right here. It's just, it's been weird. So I didn't want to risk it. But for backup, hey, you know what we got to do.
Yeah, for those tuning in for the pre-show, I use Skype. It makes it easier to pipe audio, so if other people are on the call, so they can hear the bumpers and the music and all that stuff. I use the Skype because TeamSpeak you could do it, but it's not as intuitive. I gotta set up a better mixing solution, but podcasting behind the scenes. But we're about to get started. We're about to get started here, and so we don't have Obi do all the voices and intros and stuff. I'm gonna try to bring the hype. Anyway,
He gonna try and get it done. It do what it do. It be what it be.
That's right. That's right. I hope everybody's good tonight. Everybody good? We got a nice little crowd here already. Can you hear us okay? Can you see the video okay? It's really basic. It's really basic right now. This is basically the feed I use for the uncut. But anyway. I think we're about ready here. Make sure all the duckies are in a row. And this
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to see chat in a minute. I'm trying to clear this level here on
Oh boy.
Farm Heroes Saga.
Oh boy. They're getting you. They're getting you. I think Farm Hero Saga, and what's the other one I get? Criminal something. Criminal Mastermind. Criminal.
No, I don't do that one.
There's a few that I get constant invites for. Is it like? Is Candy Crush still big? Are people still playing that?
I put that down. I put that down.
Yeah, I used to get a lot of invites for that. Candy Crush is such a phenomenon that even my mother plays it.
Something like a phenomenon.
My brother got her. He's always trying to one up me. I got her. I always get her cell phones every year or two, and so he got her an iPad. I'm like, Jesus, I can't keep up with that.
That's Hearthstone territory.
I know. So like she's playing, like she's telling me she's playing Candy Crush, and I'm like, what? She's not a gamer. Like she's always thought it was weird me spending hours in front of the TV.
So introduce her to like Hearthstone. She loved that journey.
Nah, no. I wish that'd be. Oh my gosh, the day she plays Hearthstone, I'll just freaking. I think I'll die right there, and that's it. Just go to heaven.
But you won't know until you try.
No, I know. I know my mother very well. I got into Sudoku. She likes puzzles, and she likes clicky thingies. Like puzzle game type things. But there's too much in Hearthstone. That game is accessible, but that game is not for, like, the 60, 70 plus crowd. That's just, you might have some that will do it, but yeah. But yeah, we're ready. This is going to be a little bit of a pre-show. Do we sound good? King Deem's in the house. We got Morgana Freya. We got BFT. I'm checking my audio levels.
You sound good for the feedback that I got going on now. Muting us. Oh, there we go.
Ooh, baby, you sound so good. Oh, yeah.
You are so funny right now.
I'm going to reintroduce. Reintroduce. I like to call her Nike. Because it's cute to me. Well, her real nickname.
Nike tennis shoes.
Yeah, it's cute. Nike.
It is.
Just do
I
it.
had a New Yorker who called me Nick. N-I-K. It was so cute. Yo, Nick. It was like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, and yet the just do it. That's totally your mantra. And it fits. Get it done. But yeah, for those of you that don't know her yet, if you haven't been around for our community gaming nights and our live shows and all that stuff, or you don't hang out on our team speak. Shame on you. Nah, I'm just kidding. Don't worry. No guilt. No guilt. No guilt. Well, she comes to us from Gods of Mayhem, who's now part of the GeekyAntics network, part of the gang, the family, and
So nice to be welcome.
yeah.
Being an orphan it's cool, but it's not.
I just realized a lot of commands that I don't have set up on our bot on GeekyAntics. I thought I had these commands. Well,
The
this
bots
should
have
work.
been acting kind of weird lately, so it's not just you.
Yeah, like
They're kind
Moobot.
of irpy derpy.
Yeah, Moobot's supposed to be in the channel right now, but Moobot's like, "Yo, I'll get at you later. I hope you don't mind.
They did
Peace."
something new to the Nightbot, and I can't remember what it was, and I was going to tell you. And they totally Space Cadets.
Space Cadet. Hold on, let me see if I can get the Moobot
Okay,
in
is
there.
that Kingdom Nuts? No, what does that say?
Which one? What is he saying? He's
I
trying to
can't.
he's trying to see what commands work. Let me get
Cucumber?
the. That seemed like a practical command. People need the cucumber love.
Okay, I didn't know you went that way. Do tell me more about it.
Tell me more. Oh my god, that's totally Special Troopers. Tell me more.
Yeah, for
That's my
sure.
favorite part about that movie is when they show the commercials inside the movie.
I know the propaganda.
Yeah, the
I was like,
propaganda.
shut up! This is so cool.
Yeah, I didn't realize there were as many sequels as there were, not counting the Roughneck cartoons and the follow-ups aren't
Oh,
bad, but the first one just has a certain magic to it.
these are not the droids you're looking for. Hi, Mr. Oz.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Wait, that's supposed to be me.
Oh, he's a wizard.
I'm just gonna let Ivy Loud just talk. You have to
I'm
listen to
sorry.
me.
Am I talking over you? What are
No,
you doing?
I
I'm sorry.
didn't mean that as a remark. It's just, I think everybody would rather listen to your voice than mine. Those,
How?
those
Come
sultry
on.
tones. Oh
It is
yeah,
not insulting. Come on.
oh yeah. Right.
Creaky. God, it sounded like Chucky. Oh my god.
That's not a little scary. It's a little scary.
Oops.
It's a bit. Just a smidge.
Okay. Female tunes. Bungie done goofed. They did Goofy. What happened?
Then Goofed. Yeah, that's what we're talking about tonight. Are you
Um.
just to gauge your interest beforehand? I know we talked about it a little bit off here, but does Destiny interest you at all? Like, at least the community side,
Okay.
Activision
Don't
side.
laugh. Like I totally get distracted by your dancing, and then your commentary when you try not to fall into hole, and then you fall in the hole.
Oh my
Like
god! Those nightmares!
I keep forgetting to pay attention to how to play the game because I'm too busy watching you going, no, no, I'm in the goddamn hole. Excuse me, I'm in the hole. I'm in the
Oh no,
no,
you cussing this
no.
show.
It's like no, no. It started. Wait. I'm not gonna make it, man. I'm not gonna make it, man. Oh yeah. No, I'm in the hole.
Dude, that was super intense because you're not supposed to do that with one or two people. Am I picking up for you?
To me,
Yeah.
no.
It's either a Twitch thing or
You sound fine
huh,
to me.
hold on. I think I see what's going on. Cause Ops is not picking me up right now. Interesting.
Morgan,
Bro.
am I breaking up?
Huh. That's not cool. Like the little meter for Ops is not moving for my mic. Hello. Weird.
Did you get the update?
Yeah, auto updates. Let me try something real quick here. I'm gonna have to get jiggy with it. Keep talking. Let them know I'm figuring it out.
Well, I didn't want to like distract you. You know that whole chewing
What?
bubblegum walking thing. You was practicing today. You did so much better.
What was I practicing?
Chewing bubblegum and
Oh,
taking names.
yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about Destiny.
Hold on. Let me see if they can hear me. You can hear me now?
See, this is why I was quiet. You told me to talk.
Oh, I know. I want to see if you can hear me now.
Nah.
I did something. See, I can hear it. It's ops. It's not picking up my.
Poopy. I could turn on so I could hear
Huh.
what they're talking about, but then it would be like reverb because of the time delay.
Yeah, hold on. This is what we do the pre-show. Huh. Weird.
I know I sound good and you sound terrible. And I'm the one with the crappy keyboard using push to talk. People never buy a Vizio laptop. I can't say anything about their TVs or anything else, but don't mess
Still
with their
poopy.
laptops.
Huh. Let me try
Yogi
this.
still poopy or just me? Or just Yogi?
I'm reinitializing it. Wait. I think I fixed it.
Did you fix it? Because if you build it, it will come.
Wait, yeah, I see the thing moving. Now you say something.
Morgana.
That was weird. That's so weird. Why did Obs do that? Why did Obs troll me like that? So what I just did, I just forced the audio. Here's a little tooltip. Force the audio to
Not Sony.
the microphone.
Vizio.
Yeah, Vizio, not Vio. Which Sony doesn't do anything now other than PlayStation. Like everything else is dying off for Sony. They're on the point of bankruptcy. That's a whole other story. But Vizio, I thought the Vizio TVs use Sony parts.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's the cheap shit.
Because it's like their surplus. But the laptops, I don't know about their laptops. They probably get surplus. Because that's how they make them affordable by getting the surplus.
Well, this was surplus of a really bad experiment. I mean,
Oh.
It's got a lot of great... If you just look at the specs, oh, it's pretty. It looks like a PC version of an Apple. But you try and actually do something with this mamma jamma, like replace a battery,
Poop.
or house the keys on my keyboard.
Poop.
Good thing I'm a touch typer because it's not like the paint stayed on long enough to still see.
Crazy. Well, I'm still trying to get Moobot back online on the channel. I don't know why it left.
It don't like you. It's that kind of day.
It went all ghetto on me.
It took a vacay.
Hold on, I almost got it. My multitasking skills are gonna be put to the test here. We gotta keep people entertained. I mean, this is pre-show, so it's even crappier than the regular show. And we don't make any apologies for it. I don't even know what that was.
Where was it? Oh, was that you trying to do that? Wait, who was that character who used to...
Oh, Beavis Butthead?
Oh my gosh, why did you people like that show?
I'm not a huge fan, but like I laughed like it was stupid funny. But I was not like, oh my god, best show ever. There's some people that really fans like one of the best shows ever. I'm like, wow, that's a little bit too much. But we were talking about it before. Liquid television. That's where it was at.
Oh yeah, that was the joint.
Yeah.
That was the joint.
Liquid
And
television
Fox.
was the truth.
I watched it just to catch AM Flux.
AM Flux, yep, heck yeah, and stick figure theater. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna make you a moderator on Moobot.
I have to learn about Mubot. We didn't cover that in training today.
I gotta check the command.
Did
I don't
you
remember what
like
commands
the
I put on
movie
Moobot.
King? Like, am I saying it right? Because I can't see. King D's. See, every time I see it saying King DM. I want to say King D's nuts. I'm so sorry.
I mean, yeah, everybody really watched Liquid TV for Aeon Flux, but the Six Figure Theater wasn't bad. But then it was like when they put other stuff, you're like, you know what I liked about Liquid TV? It reminded me a lot of what like Monty Python was doing in like the 60s and 70s, you know? Like
Nah, I think of Benny Hill.
Benny Hill too, but like it was very sketch oriented, like a lot of shorts and almost like a mishmash, almost disconnected ideas, you know?
Kind of like the Carol Burnett show back when Harvey Gorman and all them, and you'd be living for when they couldn't hold it in and they'd break the fourth wall and they'd start laughing. And
Yeah.
and hide because they couldn't stop laughing. You lived for those moments when they lost their shit. It was like, yeah.
That's something that's special. Like this is the longest pre-show ever. We're really gonna go off on tangent before we start. But see, that's why you gotta join early. Cause you never know, stuff like this might happen, and everybody else will miss it out. But the cool thing about that is that live television has a certain magic. You know that new show? Well, it's newish. The show that I think it's third or fourth season, maybe. The one that Tim Allen's on. That's recorded over in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah, but I didn't realize what Tim Allen was. King D's nuts. I'm saying, like, I didn't realize that man was seriously like, whoa, Gene Hackman type of scary.
Apparently, yeah, I know he's had some issues with drinking and whatnot. And I may be putting it lightly, but I like him in comedies.
It was the cocaine.
He's lovable in comedies. Everything else, well, what can you do?
Apparently, he was high off his buchanga. Like, that's an act. Kind of like Laurel and Hardy, their roles were reversed. The fat guy who used to beat up on him all the time was actually the shy and timid one, and the thin dude was a dick.
Crazy. Why isn't it? What the hell? There's some weird stuff going on tonight. I heard what you said. Wait, all right. You said Laurel. You said Laurel and Hardy, right?
Yes.
What do you like?
I see Nightbot.
Who do you like? It's just I had to make him rejoin. There's some weird stuff going on tonight. It's Murphy's Law to the max. Do you like better Lauren and Hardy or Abbott and Costello?
Amos and Andy.
Oh God, come on. I think Coke or Pepsi, like orange juice.
Orange juice is better for you.
It is, but that's not the question. If you have to choose one or the other, it's like if I say, butt sex or skull fucking. You gotta choose one. I don't like either one of those things. Well, you gotta choose one. That's the fun. That's the game.
Well, I like being able to see, so you can recover from one. You permanently lose with the other. So I'm gonna take it in the anus.
Oh my God, I wasn't really asking you that, but sure. We'll answer that anyway. Yeah.
I'm just saying, whichever one you assign to the backside of the train, that would be it.
The back train. Rick and Morty. King Deem says.
Morty?
King Deem says. Skull fuck. Wow, we're starting off on a very good foot here. One of my favorite movies of all time. Fun fact. If you didn't know this about me, one of my favorite movies of all time. It always brings me to a happy place. Is Babes in Toyland, aka March of the Wooden Soldiers.
See, just the way you said that, all I saw was a porno playing before me, and I know that's not what the movie's about. You are seriously just different.
Everything can be a porn. That's the sad part. It's like once you discover porn, it changes the entire worldview. But I think porn actually serves a very vital role in society. And I know a lot of people hate it.
Men how to have sex badly.
No.
And it sets the bar up high for a woman for how long a guy can truly last.
Yeah, that's the bad part. Everybody talks about the bad part, but there is this practical thing. If guys did not have porn, a lot of guys lack imagination, we'd be even bigger assholes walking around with loaded guns and just frustrated and super desperate.
Yeah, Okay, but instead of like
Wars would erupt everywhere.
but instead of guys making porn, you should really let women make the porn because y'all get it all wrong.
That's already a
And it's
thing.
just yeah, and but you guys don't understand. Like it's not prevalent among men. Stop watching men tell you how to fuck a chick. If they knew how, they wouldn't need to show you on a video. They'd be doing it. You want to
Yeah,
watch a
yeah,
woman tell you how she wants to be fucked because she's gonna give you the good, good, goody, good, 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 good.
yeah. But I've
And
I
when you
know a lot
see
of
people like
people.
Vince that make your dick hard,
Mm,
take notes.
yeah, if anybody's actually still using porn as a instructional video type of thing, that's kind of sad. I can understand a virgin. You gotta get. It's a good starting place. Because if you have no one to talk to,
But
they can
how
teach
many
you.
guys who play like games really go past the like, okay, now I've gotten used to seeing naked people on the screen. Let me actually get to the stuff that's the like real educational value, from people who really know what they're talking about and they're trying to tell you how to seriously
So you're saying
be
people
the
should
king of
watch
the
Nina
punani.
Hartley, like how to give a woman an orgasm, how to make her squirt, how to eat the pussy properly. I mean, that's actually a thing. No,
Exactly.
they have they have these this series, and I'm probably revealing too much. I shouldn't be talking about my interest in porn, but I don't care. Whatever. This is pre-show, but everybody watches it. And everybody that wants to judge, yeah, whatever. You watch. Everybody. You know what? I'm gonna say right now. Everybody's into porn, because even if you don't watch like porn, like hardcore softcore, you're watching crime drama. That's freaking murder porn. All right. You watch
Preach.
reality. You're watching reality television. That's freaking drama porn. Jerry
Preach.
Springer, more freaking drama porn. So
Oh, come on. That's like he's the father. He's the Hugh Hefner of the straight up trailer trash porn.
mm-hmm.
That man has gotten more people
Oh yeah,
paid.
I can't believe he's still going.
He's like who you like. What's the word I'm looking for? He's the guy who does the screen testing for all the wannabe actors. You want to see if you can make it on TV, and you think you have talent. Here,
Yep,
let me put you on the Jerry Springer show
yep.
and give you like a tour through
And
hell.
they could put in the resume. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and then
something
when
to
they
say you did.
bomb, it shakes them out of reality to where people go, if you can't make it on Springer, you know.
Damn, King Dean bringing back Red Shoe Diaries, where you have soft porn
Oh,
with some kind of plot. That's 50
all
Shades of
right,
Grey before
yeah.
50 Shades of Grey was a thing. So that's
Did
another
you
thing.
have to bring up my show?
Romance novels. That's another thing. The same women that get mad at guys for being into porn, and there's a certain limit. It's like everything else, moderation, right? But they'll be reading
Right.
romance novels or watching, you know, something where they're like, "Oh, he's a cutie," Vampire Diaries, freaking vampire
Well, we
porn.
gotta get our fix somewhere because if you guys aren't gonna do it, I mean, it's not gonna take the urge away.
That's
I
the thing.
mean,
Everybody
you have a
indulges.
unit. Exactly. That's our porn. Vampire Diaries and that whole like Twilight Saga bullshit. Yeah, that's straight to the veins action right there.
Oh, so yeah, about what you said before I lose the thought. We gotta get started here soon, but the whole porn made by women. They got the what's her name? Felicia. She does like hardcore videos that are shot in softcore style, where it's like everything's classy. Even like when the guy busts the nuts, it's like very clean and beautiful. It's like it's like a dove coming out of his penis. It cracks me up. It cracks me up. And they shoot it with that film grain that makes it look all like surreal. And then
Old
like
style and
beautiful
stuff.
music in the background. Like damn, it looks like almost like a soap opera. So they have that
Yeah,
stuff.
that's for your emo porn romantics.
Yeah, like this kissing and cuddling and soft touching. The guy isn't like He's like, yeah, oh yeah, and he's like moving his
Funny.
hands up and down the body, and the girl's like
Yeah,
biting her lips, and I'm like, damn, they're really freaking setting the stage. Like
that's the porn right there, baby.
that's why. But see, the reason a lot of porn isn't like that isn't because it's enjoyable, but most men are so insecure they feel like scrubs. Like, damn, I ain't doing that. Like, I ain't making her make those faces. Like, let's be
Wow.
honest. Most guys, they're just in out, bap, 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 splurt, done.
But don't they understand what is happening to their unit when she's making those faces. They're feeling all kinds of sensations. They're like, "What wizardry is this? Wait a minute. This is not just a romper room. It's got toys in it. Hmm. What does this one do?"
Exactly. Exactly. So I gotta keep
I
an
mean, it's a
eye
group of
on this thing.
muscles, people. It is a group of muscles. They are independent and can react in different ways. Gives you tons of combinations. You should try it sometime.
Mix and match. Gotta catch 'em all.
I know, right? Seriously. If guys paid attention to hitting them buttons for that kind of control, that kind of mobile play, there would be so many women that'd be happy to let them play video games. It's pathetic.
King Ding's quoting you. What is this sorcery? I gotta add a quote command. I'm gonna add a quote command. A bot that just keeps track of quotes. So like when you hit quote, like you can add a quote and then you hit quote and it'll give you a random quote. Add that to the to-do list.
Oh my gosh, DFT said, "How did we get here?" It's the pre-show. I was just killing time until he said time to get started.
Ah ha ha! I know. I know. That's how I do it. It's like, all right, we're gonna start now for real. 30 minutes later.
See, I'm used
This
to
is the kind of conversation IB Loud and I have offline. So that's what I say. We got to do a show together where we like it's a whole different format. It's probably gonna be pre-recorded, or streamed elsewhere because it's probably not gonna be suitable for Twitch. But we'll have
Yeah.
we'll have an audio feed and we're working on a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff done today, and there's a whole bunch more to do. So stay tuned on that. But we're gonna get started for real. We're gonna start it for real.
I'm waiting on you.
You ready? You ready?
Oh yeah, I'm
I'm about to
already.
play the music. You ready, guys?
Ooh, set the mood.
We're gonna set the music. It's gonna be nice and soft.
See, when you make the gulping sound,
What? No? It doesn't work for you?
well, it just makes me think of what we just left, which would answer BFT's question, how did we get here?
Yeah. People tell me to get the head out of my head out of the gutter, and I just tell them, well, get out of the way first, so I can swim on by. Boom, boom. That made more sense in my head, but
Starting in two, get ready to do Horseplay Live Podcast, GeekyAntics Network Global.
Ah!
Mozilla,
we're gonna do a Pee Wee Herman thing like today's secret word is poop. When someone says poop, scream real loud. That's poop. Ah! Boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats. That's right. King Dean knows what's up. Alright, here we go.
I saw cat boobs. I was like, what
Cat.
the heck?
Oh my god, cat poop.
No, my glasses. I
That's another show. That's not horseplay, that's cat play. But that's not even right. Yeah, so sorry for those that may be watching this on YouTube if I do decide to upload the pre-show. They usually don't get that bad. But this is what happened in the pre-show.
At least not on the podcast.
This is why this show will never be on iHeartRadio. Maybe some of our other shows, but
This is like some serious radio type stuff.
yeah,
This is
that.
satellite. This is satellite.
Yeah, this is sad. Oh, yeah, that's
Foxhole.
you know what's
That's
up.
when we know we've arrived.
When we diversify, we go to satellite. What?
What?
What? You almost made me get off on another tangent. One quick thing. They have these cool things. I don't know if they're still pushing them, but they were doing these really cool devices. These kind of like Bose like wave radio type things, where it has internet connectivity via Wi-Fi or hardwire, and they could play satellite feeds, and they could play things off of Pandora and TuneIn Radio. I don't know if it does iTunes, 'cause Apple, like to be proprietary. It's like, oh, we didn't come out with this, so we don't want to support it. That's the way they roll. But they have all this like these cool devices. I mean, I always want to get one of them, but I don't even know if they're still making them or supporting them. But I love that idea. It's just like digital photo frames that have network connectivity, and you could push photos to it. Imagine someone's taking a business trip and.
Harry Potter.
Oh, right.
Except for like it's futuristic Jetsons, like more not so in the past Muggleton.
Look at you with the references. All right, we're gonna start for real.
My geek dictionary.
For real now. For real.
For real?
No muggle talk on this show. Not right now. Maybe later. A little bit. Who knows?
Bringing it to you live from the GeekyAntics network. It's Yogi Zilla.
Good God. Poop. Ah! All right. Here's the music. All right. Don't say anything because you won't hear it because I'm too lazy to pipe it to you. But 3, 2. Welcome, geeks, gamers, ninjas, and ninja robots. This is HorsePLAY Live. Today is Thursday, July 9th, 2015, and this is episode 82, tentatively titled Bungie Done Goofed and Female Toons. But before we get into all the fun ahead tonight on this wonderful jam-packed episode, which we just prefaced with a almost whole half hour, it wasn't a whole half hour, holy crap, pre-show, which got a little racy, a little risque, shall we say. I'm joined by someone that you should know. You might know, you definitely should know. It's not everyone's favorite filthy hardcore casual, because that's me. And Obi's not here. But we got a great stand-in that it just worked out. It worked out that the sun, moon, the stars aligned. And beautiful things happened. We got Ms. I Be Loud from Gods of Mayhem.
Hi, Yogi Zilla.
Oh yeah. Is that good? Did I do good? Did I do Did I do good? Did I do good?
No Obi, but it's close.
Oh my gosh, I'm not trying to do him. Can't. I did my own. I brought my own bit to it. Why you gotta compare? See, that's how you women make men feel insecure, by comparing. Like you know, what's his name? Channing Tatum, whatever his name is.
Are you chanting my Tatum?
Channing my Tatum. What's his name? I don't know. Pretty boy. You know Mark Wahlberg. Huh? What's his name? Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum. Shiny Taint.
Yeah, that's why you're chanting my Tatum.
Shiny Taint. Yeah, but see.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that tune. What about him?
I'm just saying. That's what women do. They compare. They'll play the comparison game. You know what you're doing. How dare you? I Be Loud. We both know where Obi is.
Oh,
do we?
dang. I
done goofed, but you didn't goof like Bungie, which we're gonna talk about later on the news and on our kind of pseudo segment, the Destiny Minutes.
Okay, speaking of goofing though, did you see what I sent you before the pre-show?
What did you send me before the pre-show? Was it on Skype or?
Yeah, it was a
Dead
YouTube
air?
video.
Wait, dead air. Don't tell me you guys don't hear us. Huh?
Really?
I think, King Deem, I can't use him as a benchmark because he has really bad internet connection, internet connectivity.
Well, I sent you this video by the guy who did the project, Your Favorite Martian. His name is like Ray something.
Ray Donovan? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, anyhow. So he found this video of this guy playing this game where you have to just run 100 meters, but the controls are WASD or WASP or something like that.
No, WASD, yeah, you got it right. Don't doubt yourself.
It's QWOP, WAPI or something like that.
Oh,
and,
QWOP.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so when you try and play the game, it's ridiculous. But there's this one guy who tried to do it, and he plays it for I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard because his humor's so dry. Literally, it was hilarious.
Oh, King Demon, I think has the name Ray Liotta.
No.
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 Good try.
He was the guy who did Your Favorite Martian. And if you don't know who Your Favorite Martian is, the project's retired, but you should get to know him
How
because
about my uncle the Martian?
stereotypes. No, like they have this one song, like it's called Stereotypes. He has the Apple song. He's got My Balls. I think that's his name.
Oh, is he the same guy that does a Mr. Regular guy? Is he the one that does that?
Um, I know him as Your Favorite Martian, and then I just know him as like him. And I literally ran across his video trying to look up what QWOP was, and it
Quap.
because there was this guy. Well, yeah, it was on Imgur, um, and this guy was cosplaying Guap, and everybody was like, best cosplay ever. So we're like, what the heck is Guap? So we're looking up Guap, and we found this guy who we know is Your Favorite Martian, who does this little short thing of where he talks about like stuff he found on the internet. It's really cool. And then we looked up the actual video he was talking about itself and watched the whole thing. I thought I was going to piss myself. It was so funny. This
You
guy's
might
humor is just, oh my
you
god.
might
It makes me
appreciate he does parody songs too or funny songs.
yeah.
So
Your favorite Martian, yeah.
you might appreciate, it sounds really familiar what you're talking about. Like, you know me, I'm bad with names. We've talked about this ad nauseum, but um, Super Mike, is it Super Mike or Super Ed? I always mess up his name, but he does the "This Is My Pee song, and I don't know why, but the word pee just tickles me. It might be the dad complex or something. Actually, I think it's always tickled me. It's like pee. Yeah, he does MC McGibberish, what is it called? Criminal Prophecies. Oh God, where he's just Super Dave. I got it completely wrong. I knew it was Super something. Super Dave 86. There you go. But he also does he makes really good beats too. Like there's one where he has like a classic drum pad style sequencer slash sampler, and I right on the spot he's like recording little loops that he's making like beatboxing, doing with his mouth, and then he's like changing the tempo on them and adding effects on the fly and then looping them and then getting the timing just right. So he's making the track on the fly and then like, all these layers, like 16 tracks of him doing different kinds of sounds. And I'm like, yo, that sounds dope. Like he's legit.
My
And
name is Satan.
and he makes some funny songs. Like he made another one where he's like playing a guy with like it's really raw, like a guy with Downs, and then he's like, I'm a poopy. That's the song. It's so wrong, but you can't help but laugh because it's so stupid. Not
See, the
particularly
more you're talking
intelligent.
about that,
So
you're
what?
making me think of Stephen Lynch. The more you talk about that, all I
Oh
hear is Stephen Lynch singing "My Name Is Satan" in my head. That's
yes,
all I hear.
you just said that, and I was like, that sounds familiar. Yeah, Stephen, like totally. He's the one that sings the "Damn, you're an ugly baby." Right. Right? And I love this song.
About the Nazi song. Wait a minute. Then there's the Nazi
No,
song.
yeah, but the best one is the ugly baby because everybody thinks they have a pretty baby, but I hate to tell you, there are ugly babies. And it's just a fact of life. There's like ugly people.
Mine
I'm one
was
of them, and I'm okay with that.
so I didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah, but you know what it is too? Ugly babies tend to.
You gotta look him up. You got to look him up.
Oh
Everybody
yeah,
look up My Name Is Satan. You gotta look him
it's
up.
fun. It's funny stuff. But he says to do it like more folky kind of music. But he puts some funny lyrics in it. But yeah, the ugly baby, so those ugly babies though, they don't worry. If you have an ugly baby, it's okay because they tend to grow up to be beautiful people. So it's okay.
Swans.
Yeah. Ooh, looking a little gassy. There we go. That's professional. Passing gas on air. That's how we do it here.
So how'd I done goofed?
You didn't goof, did you? I think we moved past that already.
Bungie goofed.
Bungie goofed. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. By the way, how you been? How you been this past week? What you been up to? Anything you want to mention before we talk about what's on the itinerary?
Are you asking the crowd or are you talking to me?
You silly. The interactive part comes
I don't
later.
know what I've been doing. Oh, okay.
Share one thing you've done that was really interesting and gets you really excited. Go. The
I
past
got
week.
a job being tech support at Xbox.
Ooh, you can talk about that. Okay. You went for the
I
gusto.
can't talk about it. It's not like
You
it's not
didn't.
like Microsoft.
Yeah, they didn't make you
It's like for a company. You know,
third
someone like
party, so you don't have to worry about NDA or anything.
yeah,
They're
like
pretty. They have a pretty liberal culture, from what I've experienced myself. There's some other company,
yeah.
not
From
so
what I've
much.
heard, it's a really nice. You know, it's a great place to kind of start, especially if you want to get connected. And I can work from the comfort of my home. So I
Dude,
thought that was pretty
I
freaking
kind of want to
cool.
join you. I want to join you so we could both talk about our war stories together.
I know,
But that
right?
might be a conflict of
I
interest,
figure I'll
though.
have plenty to talk about to you. Did you try turning it on and off?
We'll be doing a service for our community because then they won't have to deal with the Habib that is reading from the script and really doesn't understand what you're saying. Like he knows the words you're saying, but he doesn't understand what you're trying to say, like the message. It's like, you
He
know,
doesn't know the culture.
yeah, it's not just a language barrier; it's a cultural barrier. But
Oh, that's making me think of a parody video I saw called Anu Auntie, and it was an Indian dude talking about doing a parody of India's cultural belief system of them coming over here and only being able to be an engineer or a doctor,
oh god,
and you
oh
should
no,
see it.
or the convenience
Oh
store,
my
gas
god.
station clerk, they tend to own
Nope.
those.
Nope. It is engineer or doctor, or else you're an embarrassment. And he's like, I knew auntie. He wants to be on YouTube or something like that, but he's singing. It's a parody, and he does it Indian style. Like there's Indian words. He literally, it was hilarious. It played to the stereotype, and he did it. It was hilarious.
That
It's called
also,
Anu Auntie.
I gotta check that out. But there's another guy. I believe he's of
Turkey
east
Boys,
of
which one?
he's an East Indian descent of the background, the ethnic background, ethnicity. Russell Peters, he's pretty funny too. But he talks
Oh,
about how
you're talking
like,
about that one.
well, his bit he always talks about how like the Indian accent isn't sexy at all. I would have to agree that, and like I find German pretty abrasive, and Russian doesn't do it for me either. I don't know why.
Oh, you haven't heard it spoken correctly. If it's spoken correctly, yeah, it'll make you weak at the knees.
See, I've known a lot of Russian
That
girls, like
Dutch.
first generation, just fresh off the boat, and it just is I don't know. Especially when they talk English with the Russian accent, like they like, this thing rub me the wrong way. Like, "Oh, do you have a problem? Blah, 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 blah." It's not like they're talking from underwater. For me, it doesn't put beautiful things in my ear holes. And it's funny 'cause
Well, that's good.
my cousin like loves freaking Russian women now. Like, he's like, oh, it's the best of both worlds because they have that Asian kind of thing going for them, but then they have the European, sex appeal. And I'm like, okay. And he married him. He got it. Oh, he went over to
Mail
Russia.
order.
Well, I was gonna say it was mail order, but it really wasn't. But he brought a bride over. Like, he went through all the steps to get her over here, and
That's mail order.
I don't know if it was mail order per se. He went over there physically and met her, and then fell in love supposedly.
That's mail order.
Yeah.
He's got to go over and do the paperwork to get her out. Yeah,
No,
that's mail order.
people used to actually order them from like a Sharper Image catalog or a
Oh
Finger Hut,
yeah,
right? Is
that
that
was
how it
still. I
works?
mean, yeah, that's now, but those are pretty much like those are the sex ones. You're buying them for a specific like sex fetish. Like they're pretty much trapped in like you know, yeah,
Yeah, but
they're yeah.
he was
It's not
preaching
the
it like,
same as
oh,
a bride.
you gotta find yourself a good Russian woman. They're the best. And I'm like, I don't know. You know, before I settled down, I messed around with the whole kind of Middle Eastern, European type girls, and they cook. A lot of the food is so bland to me. It's like, yeah, I can't do it. That's the number one thing for me. You can't cook a good meal, then I'm done. It's like Jewish women, Israeli women are beautiful, but they like don't really use salt and pepper, and that's the basic stuff. And then you can't put cheese on your meat. I'm done. I'm done. No. If I'm ever single,
Oh
nope.
yeah. The first time I did that for Andrew on a steak, Ernos. Oh my god. He like lost his crap. He was like, "What is this?" Or sorry.
Wait, is he
Yeah,
of Jewish background?
that steak didn't survive.
For sure
No,
he
but
was
he's
that.
never had like cheese on a steak
Oh
before.
gosh,
With
chicken
the
fried
A1
steak
sauce
or
cooked
cheesy steak. Oh,
rare.
Oh my god, you gotta do that again.
and I cooked it. I cooked
Yeah.
it like there's a. I think it's one of the presidents. The way he had one of his steaks cooked, I
Please.
cooked it like that, and it makes the inside this perfect rare, but the
Oh
outside is
my
this perfect
god.
charbroil. And then I threw
Yeah.
the bacon, and it was wrapped in bacon with the cheese
Ooh.
on top, and it was
Yeah.
stuffed with spinach,
He's about to lose it
fresh
over there.
spinach.
Oh.
Yeah, he that didn't survive.
Yeah, you
It
got
was.
sear the cut, and then oof, sear it
No,
on
did it
all
have
sides, and
ham? Did
then
it have ham?
Yes,
oof,
it had ham and
No, that
cheese.
wasn't ham. That was like a prosciutto or a Canadian bacon.
prosciutto.
It was like a
I
bacon.
think it's
Something
supposed to say
like that. But it also
prosciutto.
had cheese on the inside too. And
Yes,
it
it
was
had the
oh
Cheese on the
my
inside too. What?
baby,
Cheese
please.
stuff
Yeah,
too?
that's what I just. That's what I'm telling you. It was
What?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on because you don't want to talk about the food. You know what that takes us. You've listened to the show enough. But tonight on the
He
show,
said he can still taste it. He's telling me shut up.
I hear him. He's like smacking his lips over there. But tonight on the show, guys, we're gonna talk some news and rants, and hopefully not derail too much. Do have a lot more planned. We're gonna have the latest in Destiny talk in this week's Destiny Minutes, and then we're gonna talk about our feature discussion. Will actually be female Toons, yay or nay. Well, not so much that, but we'll talk about our favorite female characters in video games and games that allow you to play as a female because it's kind of a thing that you don't see as much. It's kind of interesting. We'll we'll do the dust off, hashtag the dust off, where we'll talk about the latest games that are on playlists that we're dusting off or things that we're looking to play and put on rotation, bring back to the rotation, stuff like that. And not sure what else we'll end up talking about, but there'll probably be more food talk. Just no mustard or onions. Actually, we could have onions because Opie's not here now. But
I like
guys,
the singer. I like
okay.
the moon and the moon and the springer.
I like to sing about the sky is blue and I love you, it's true. See, we gotta do like a stupid musical song where really bad acting and singing.
Cause I love to sing.
You're like me. See, we get a lot too well because I'm a musical, so I bring out into the song and dance for no reason, make little jingles. It's pretty bad. So guys, I'm gonna warn you if we start putting little bumpers in our shows that have musical jingles, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. But if you're new to the show, welcome to our silly party. Woo!
Cause it's going down. This is going down.
Baby, no
HorsePLAY Live is where geeks come to play. That's our tagline. And we're also the flagship talk radio show for the GeekyAntics network in collaboration with AllGames.com and our other syndication partners. Our show covers all aspects of geek culture with special focus on indie and strategy games, technology, rants, social issues, geeks face, and community events. Sometimes we even talk about tabletop and retro gaming. And I'm a big fan of the retro game, if you haven't figured it out, from watching my personal stream and also the GeekyAntics Retro Friday, hashtag Retro Friday show. And of course, as if we didn't mention already, we almost always go back to food. Because, it's a late night when we do this show live, and we tend to be hungry by then. We should probably carry snacks, but then munching on the show, that's probably not so good. But at this point, I usually tell everybody more about the show. But I am already talking, so I'll just say, we are live and uncut. Crazy things may happen. We may say something offensive. But just keep an open mind. Have fun. And remember, this is HorsePLAY. With a name like that, shenanigans are abound, and they're to be expected. So we've braced you. We've given you some social lubrication, and now what you do with that is up to you. But real quick, Ms. I Be Loud, why don't you tell folks?
Whatever face you'd like, King, but there might be some people who aren't as non-meh about it as me.
Yeah, wow.
I think that came out bass backwards, but I'm just saying I don't have to wear it. I kind of came this way, so I don't know what to say to you.
So you don't wake up in the morning. You don't tell her nose. What's his name? I always mess up pronouncing his handle. Hernios.
Oh my gosh, there is a
Heronos.
pagan god.
Heronos.
There's a pagan god
Is he
called Cernos with a C, and all he did was take out the C and put in an H, so it's Hernos.
Gotcha. So, but do you ever wake up in the morning and say, hey, "Hold on, babe, I gotta put on my face"? You ever do that? Do they ever say that anymore? That's like very classic. That's like a 1950s type thing I picture.
I don't wear makeup really.
Good on you. I like that. There's a lot of women that look beautiful, natural, And I'm one of those guys that says, like a lot of guys say, oh, I like my woman to take care of herself and make herself look good for me all the time. So I can be proud of her when I walk around like, what the fuck is that? You know, sometimes that makeup is just too much. You know, maybe a little foundation, a little powder, maybe, but and a little lipstick. But you know, keep it natural, girls. Appreciate who you are with your natural face. Sometimes to me, the best moment is waking up with, you know, bed head and all that stuff. To me, that's beautiful. But anyway, I was gonna say what you know, as someone that's recently joined us, and you've got what, maybe 5-6 episodes of HorsePLAY so far. What is this show to you? Because now you know you're one of our hosts on rotation. But you gotta think about it. That's probably not a good thing coming. Did we lose? I be loud? Uh-oh.
Oh, you were speaking to me. I thought you were speaking to the crowd.
Yeah, to you.
I forgot I have. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what is it? You know, it's kind of like, how can I put this? It's nice to be able to talk about things, because to me, technology was created for back in the day when you lived in a neighborhood where there was the radio show that you used to listen to that talked about what was going on in the neighborhood, or you had that one personality who just knew how to cheer you up when you were having a bad day. Like on Friday, they played that "I don't want to work, I just want to bang on your drum all day." You know, and that was what you heard on Friday, so you knew it was Friday. And then at the end of the day, it's like, it's 5 o'clock. Do you know where your car's parked? And it's just like people, those things really just kind of like made you look forward to stuff, and time passed and you had something to look forward to. So I see this as being something like that. Like somebody's had a bad day. They're feeling some kind of way. Horseplay is like listening to people have random conversations about some of the craziest crap that talks about gaming, but it's just like you can just go random with intelligence instead of stupidity.
Mm-hmm. It's not just banter. I like to think when it's not just banter for the sake of banter. Yeah.
Exactly. That was the long-winded. Like, see, he gets to the point.
No, I like your metaphors and your similes and your analogies and blah blah blah. Hyperbole. Do it, girl. But so
I want to know what Bungie done.
We're
getting
to it.
You are such a
I gotta go through the spiel. Good lord.
It's the Spiegel.
So my process is smelled out.
Oh my gosh, I have a friend that if you did my precious, for real, she'd lose it. Like,
if she heard me do it?
If she did, no, her daughter used to do it, and she could nail the voice to where it did. It sent chills up your spine. And every time she did it, like, her mom would be like, "No, I'm serious. No, I will beat you. Stop doing that."
Ah! Kid Deem's got jokes. Kid Deem's got jokes. He said that you obviously don't know me because I don't get to the point. No, I be loud, and I have competitions about who can be more long-winded. It's great. He's trying to get jokes, yo. He's trying to get jokes over here. He got them snaps.
He wants to make it a 3. We don't roll like that. We don't know you yet. You gotta earn it.
Oh, I know King Dean for years. He's one of the oldest members in my social gaming clan. The Nipples of Fate. Shout out NOF. We have so many members scattered throughout several games, many of which I haven't met, because we have different division leaders and people that head up different project teams and games, and there's people rocking the tag in places I don't even know. But yeah.
Oh, rocking the tags.
People love nipples, so it's really easy to sell, you know. Hey, you want to join the Nipples of Fate? I don't know what it's about, but nipples, yeah, let's go. But I was about to go off on a tangent. Let's get...
Guilty conscience.
Yeah, keep him what?
You made me listen to that today.
Listen to what?
Guilty conscience.
Did I?
The first time we meet Eminem.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre.
At least it wasn't Careless Whispers. Then I can see if you mention it like that. So I like the Saxon that really makes Kenny G, you know, kind of like scrub.
Oh, you're talking about the George Michael version.
Ah!
I haven't heard like the alternative version. There's even a hard rock version.
Oh yeah, but
Heavy metal. I'm sorry, heavy metal.
Yeah, no, that's like everything, like Alien Ant Farm and all that stuff. Yeah, trust me, I know. Everything's covers these days. No one can make original music, and then they take the credit for it. Like, yo, I love that song. That beat is sick. Yo, Kanye is a genius. Like, that's freaking Daft Punk. Ugh. Anyway, so HorsePLAY Live.
Now, Scott Bradley is an exception. Since you went there, we got to bring it up. Scott Bradley, that's original, even if it's a cover. That's original.
Yeah, if you manage the expectation, that's okay. But some people like to, steal credit. People.
I just had to point out the exception because he's doing it. Like, if people did it like that, mad respect. But they be lazy about it. That's your point, right?
Yes.
Maybe.
By the way, HorsePLAY Live, guys. If it's first time tuning in, it's every Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, and this is when we start. It's 4 a.m. GMT to give you a little frame of reference, and we stream on Twitch channels GeekyAntics. That's the main channel, and then our audio only feed, our mobile friendly feed, is on my channel, my personal channel, YogiZilla. And then we have HorsePLAY Replay, which is available earlier on Thursdays, 5 p.m. Eastern on allgames.com. So if you missed last week's episode, you can catch it there. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, all that good stuff. And we also have GeekyAntics.net/podcast. Well, without further delay, let's get to some obligatory news and rants. They should do this part. There you go. Good. In the news. I'm going to alternate here, so you'll have to just listen to me. But fantasy football season is starting up, and you don't have to be a football fan to enjoy this. It's math. If you love numbers and statistics and probability, and you like nerding out to that stuff, fantasy football is great, and it's a great social experience. So if you want to join us in one of our casual leagues, just message me, YogiZilla at GeekyAntics.net, and we'll send you an invite via Yahoo. Preferably, you should have a Yahoo account set up. If not, set up your own. I might change the format out. Right now, our expansion league thing, we might make it to 10 and change up some of the stuff. It was set up to keeper. I'm not sure if keeper league is what we set up. But anyway, we'll take you through all the steps and learn you. I know some people. We have a pretty international audience, and people prefer the real football, which is what we call soccer here in the States. But American football is fun. NFL's cool. I'm a big fan. But yeah, just send me that email, and we could shoot you an invite. I don't know if everybody's gonna renew this year, but let's talk about video games. So, Bungie foolishly defended their $60 and $80 price points for the Taken King, and there was a big thing on Eurogamer. Now, I think Eurogamer really did a good job pressing them, but I think they pushed them too hard. But it had to be done. Someone had to call them out. Someone that had the kind of clout. So they interviewed Luke Smith, and there was a huge fallout. Now the thing is, Luke Smith, if you watch any of his interviews or read any of his stuff, he's kind of a sarcastic guy. He's not a prick, but that's just the kind of humor he has, where he just kind of comes off like a prick. I don't know him personally, but some people have that kind of sense of humor, and they can rub you the wrong way if you're not ready for that. So a lot of the stuff that he said in the interview with Eurogamer could have been easily taken out of context. But this is about a week or two ago already, and about a day or two later, since that interview was released, they announced that they were going to make all the value-added stuff as a separate DLC that you could buy separately if you wanted it, and you could still get the Taken King for $20. And just recently, and King Deem actually caught this, they dropped the price of the expansion pass, which, by the way, it was a misnomer because it's not really a pass, it's more of a bundle of two things, which that's another thing to piss people off. And they dropped the expansion pass, which has the Deep Below expansion, and the House of Wolves expansion, which is by far the better expansion in my opinion. They dropped it from $35 together, or $40 if you buy them separately, because $20 expansion. It's just getting expensive. They dropped it from $35 for the expansion pass 1 to $25? Super good deal. So they're doing it right, but there's still a lot of stuff with the Red Bull crap, and how they're really they're not showing love to their fans, their loyalists, their international. This game has an international community that's highly engaged. You wouldn't believe. I mean, I run into so many people in Australia and the UK, Brazil. It's amazing. Like, it's rare that you find games like this on console, no less, that have such a diverse community that's, vocal and social and just so involved in the direction of the game. Dawngate.
Too soon.
Don't get me started on EA. You know what? EA still has Dawngate as an option for the communication, so you can get updates on Dawngate. They better be trying to bring that game back, or let it go. Let Waypoint run with it and take it to another publisher that's not full of shit. Dawngate.
Firefly.
Will you stop? You know, break my heart. Are you trying to make me cry? But all right.
This story of what Bungie done goofed and did, it's just it's like you're foretelling what's coming next, and there are people out there going, "We want to be in the dark. We want to be in the dark. Please, don't tell us the light is coming because we like it here."
Yeah. Sometimes ignorance is bliss too. But what else do we have?
That's what it feels like. It feels like you're getting ready to be the bringer of bad news.
Well, I think that was the worst of it for now. I think they're trying to make a good job. Bungie's doing the best they can to make amends, but it's just been a bad string of events. Back in 2007, 2008, they had to fall in with Microsoft. That was kind of years in the making. They left Microsoft because they wanted quote unquote creative freedom. Then they were running out of money apparently, and they took an offer. They put something on the table, and I guess Activision did it. They said, and they went for it, and then they put a whole bid. And they said, hey, whoever throws the most money on us will get timed exclusive content or exclusive content, semi-exclusive content. I mean, it's all timed exclusive anyway. And it's just funny. You leave Microsoft,
they end up right back to Microsoft.
No, they left Microsoft to go to Activision, who's by far worse as far as limiting your creativity and your being able to execute upon your vision. So it's just been a really bad.
Don't put the straw down and back away from the mirror. Step outside and get some fresh air. You start believing your own hype.
Oh, well, that's the hype machine. Then, yeah, that's a whole other thing. We're not gonna get into all of that because we gotta make it through news. But
got developers working suicide runs. It's supposed to be for a temporary moment. And so you get cocky and start promising some more stuff because you're taking for granted people haven't showered in weeks trying to make your deadline so they can keep a job. You mean that machine? Yeah.
But and in the chat, Kingdom is saying in the chat, if you stay in the dark and keep your mouth shut, it's gonna keep happening. So yeah, it's good to get that Eurogamer, called them out on their BS. And the fully digital age, if it comes, that's gonna cause the video game crash. There's still people that do not have internet or do not have reliable internet. It's easy for us to take it for granted, but there's a lot of people that don't have the options at all. Not even bad options. They can't even do satellite.
Yeah, they really can't get it. There's no way to get a signal. They don't have it, and it's. Yeah, people think that this is normal, and it's not.
And the U.S. is still behind the rest of the world.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's because the rest of the world, they're using you should see their phones. Their phones look antiquated as hell. They don't really get fancy with the technology. They use the technology. You know what I mean?
I'd rather have the practical application than the fancy stuff. To me, I'm all about function over form, but that's you know how I roll. But anyway, Destiny fans lost it today because Destiny was actually down for several hours today. We actually worked out perfectly. Get that out. Shit ton of work to do, and this game has been siphoning my time. And so there was server maintenance. It took several hours, and people, all the usual Destiny streamers, including our favorite, one of my favorites, Cupcake Envy. She started streaming another game. It's everybody started streaming another game. It's oh, what is it besides Destiny? So everybody was losing it, but it's back up now, just in time for Xur's weekend visit. So overall, I have to say that Bungie done goofed, but they're finally starting to fix things up. Hopefully, Activision will give them a little bit of freedom, the freedom that they supposedly were seeking all this time. I still find that whole thing ironic, but I really feel like they need to really show some love to the people that got them to where they're at. Not just the Destiny fans, but I mean, they need to make amends with all the Halo fans, the Xbox people that put them on the map. Because no one knew Bungie before they did Halo. Like Marathon, who really played that? Who was actually gaming on an Apple? Stop it. Never. Let's just be honest.
That's an oxymoron. What are you talking about?
Exactly. You get an Apple computer so you could show off that you could actually afford an Apple computer. And then maybe for something practical like doing graphic design or music production, which you could do on the PC anyway for half the price. But that's besides the point. But that's that's the industry standard. So you don't want to be the weirdo like, oh, I don't have that software, so can you put it in this format so I can do it on my PC? And
creative people can't be bothered with learning technology.
That's the
thing. They have to have it spoon-fed.
Exactly. It needs to be. Apples are great because you don't have to really use your brain that much. It does everything for you. I remember using that.
And it looks pretty.
Yeah, it looks pretty. It looks fancy. I remember, I always thought it was weird. Like there wasn't an eject button on some of the first Apple computers that they had a disk drive on it. So like the way you would eject was you would take something off your desktop and throw it into the trash. And I'm like, how is that intuitive? But with Apple people, that makes sense. It's like, I don't want buttons. Buttons are too complicated. Just let me drag stuff around with my single-click mouse. My one-button mouse. Just click and drag.
Oh, but wait a minute. You forgot. Do you know why Apple computers look so bare-bone basic? Like, they've been white. There was one run where it was black, but mostly it's been white, or like the brushed aluminum.
Why is that?
It's supposed to represent the blank page that creativity inspires.
Yeah, look at that. That's the kind of shit they feed you. People eat it up. Yeah. The Church of Apple. It's a cult. But hey, I understand why people like them. I'm giving you Apple fans a hard time. I know there's lots of you out there. We love you. Hey, you know what? Blizzard. They put their games on every platform, including Apple, so you can play Blizzard games. So that's really important. And speaking of Blizzard, segue. Heroes of the Storm launched the Eternal Conflict Battleground, which I, Be Loud, and I played. It has
Yes.
and they had launched the Butcher. Yeah.
Right.
Did you like this? Did you like this? The map. You were carrying our team because I had problems, but we're not gonna get into that.
And I was so proud. I had a killing spree. My first. And I was solo.
You played Vala, I was playing Diablo. It was perfect. We were playing Diablo characters on a Diablo-themed map. I still gotta try out the Butcher.
That map was sick.
Yeah, it's 2 lanes.
Hell, that map was sick.
So, yeah, it's 2 lanes, but the map is massive because there's a huge neutral area in the middle, and the 2 lanes, each lane spawns a giant demon, and a giant angel, and it's like eternal conflict. And you gotta push with your demon or try to take out the other boss mob, and it's just a lot of crazy stuff. It's nuts.
You have to go defend your immortal, because if your immortal's in trouble, you have to go up there and help him, or else that's no bueno.
Yeah, bad things happen if your immortal goes down.
Yeah.
But I gotta play it some more before I can speak to it more. But Blizzard, that's one of the few things that makes me a fanboy. Not as bad as the Apple people, but close.
Yeah, how many different ways can you resell the same franchise? But you gotta love it.
They're good about integrating their franchises too and cross promoting.
Is that integrating? WoW is about to have the Twilight years. They got to do something with all those assets, so they had to refresh. They had to remix it. They had to do something to make it relevant.
But you know what else they remix is the TCG, the CCG. You know, they did Hearthstone, which just got a new Tavern Brawl, and this thing is awesome. This is probably the best Tavern Brawl they've had, maybe outside of the Banana one. The Banana one was pretty fun, but
such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but if you built around it, oof. But this one's great because every time you cast a spell, if summons a random minion of the same cost as that spell.
Oh my god. Is that what it was that caused them to go off? I couldn't figure out for the life of me. I was like, okay, so I'm just getting random cards for no reason? Sweet. That's nice. Yeah. I didn't know it was the spells. I never put that together. Oh my god.
So if you just do, like, you could do almost 100% spells, and, like, druids, and I think druids and mages are the strongest in this one. But I've seen some people do work with rogues. You gotta think about who has a lot of spells, and like especially if you have spells that could buff creatures, or and maybe make them untargetable. It could get ridiculous really fast. And shamans are good too because they can swarm the crap out of you, and they have a lot of spells too. Oh my gosh, the mage. I'm gonna talk about it more later. We'll talk about it more later because this is new still. But awesome. You have about 3 days if you're listening live to get in on that. And I don't know if there's hidden rewards after getting one win and getting the pack, but there are plans for that. I'm just gonna keep grinding it out until hopefully I get something.
I got the pack.
Yeah, but I think there's something else. I have a feeling there's something hidden. If you get a lot of wins at the end of it, you get something more. There's gotta be. I know it's coming, but I hope there is something now. But you're not talking to yourself, King Deem. He's such an attention whore. He wants me to like keep acknowledging everything he's saying. We gotta keep moving on. We acknowledge everything you said from the beginning. We got lots of stuff on the show tonight. Like, it seems like I'm talking to myself here. He's being a bum. He's a prima donna.
Talking to yourself. What are you talking about? Oh my god.
He's talking about Orkboro Boobies. Is a game. It's not really called Orkboro Boobies. We just call it that. It's a tower defense. It's one of the many mods on Warcraft 3. One of the best games ever made. And we gotta play that one day for Retro Friday. It's a good community thing. So good.
What did you think of the game I sent you that I said, oh, Yogi, hey.
The click game thing?
Get to know you? Yeah.
Oh god, don't get me started. Oh, by the way, guys. So we're almost done with the news, but July 15th is Prime Day on Amazon.com. Now, I don't think any of us needs more help being consumer whores, but they're promising better deals than Black Friday, which isn't that hard because Black Friday is a mess and it's stupid. But this is online. It's a one day thing. I'm kind of hoping they put some video games on sale, maybe some console deals, so more of you can join us on Xbox One. Be fun. Or we can at least get the same games. What's that?
The Xbone lives.
Xbone, that's right. So last week we had said that it was week 6-ish of House of Wolves, but it's actually we're already into week 8. Last week was week 7 since the release of House of Wolves on Destiny. Just a little update there. Some other updates and junk. Can you believe it's already been like 2 months since that expansion? Is crazy. And our pals at Gods of Mayhem have featured some fantastic op-eds over at godsofmayhem.com. Have you heard of these guys, IB Loud?
Yeah.
You heard of them?
That would be my crew.
But I like what you shared over there, including the thoughts about the next video game industry crash, some analysis and speculation there, and how gaming houses. And the whole thing about how gaming houses can actually hurt esports teams. I wish Obi was here for that because that's something he'd eat up. But we'd love to see what you think. Leave some comments over there. Show them some love. They are part of the gang. They're part of the GeekyAntics family. And, Oh, Rarapuda, one of our other clan members, is getting Xbox One soon. Oh. He'll actually play games with us? He's into some weird games. He's another one that, plays some really obscure stuff. I don't know. I've been running into a lot of people that just, they're antisocial gamers. Console gamers in particular, especially PlayStation people. I feel like PlayStation people, they like single-player stuff, and they don't really like multiplayer. And I'm all about the multiplayer. Because to me, my time is limited. I like to be
on GTA. No, our roommate has a PlayStation. I beg to differ. You just got to play the right game.
Yeah, but the thing is, a majority of people that I know that are big in PlayStation are antisocial when it comes to games. They prefer single-player experiences. They actually if a game doesn't have a campaign, that's a deal breaker for them. And I'm like, I don't care, just make a good multiplayer. Fuck a campaign.
Well, that's an age range of different stereotype thingy.
But still, if you're gonna play online, you go on Xbox. Microsoft has better infrastructure. They have more money. it's designed around that. PlayStation's still playing catch up. So
seeing now that they're integrating like, you know, PC gamers in, it's about to get hectic.
Yep. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. So guys, we haven't done this for a while, so here we go. Deals for cheap bastards. Yeah, it's been a while. We're bringing this back. We have some deals for you. Humble Bundle has a Game Maker bundle that is amazeballs. You know, that's all you need to know, really.
How amazing is it, Yogi?
Well, I don't know. You know, if you want to make games on the fly and you don't want to mess, you know, you don't have time to mess with other things, or you don't have the know-how, you know, maybe it's just too much to do, or you just want to do something, you know, really fast, you know, on the fly, rapid development, you know, because there are other options like Blender.
Prototyping?
The what?
Prototyping?
Prototyping, yeah. But you know,
Is that what you're talking about?
No. You're going a whole other direction. Stick with me. See, are you even looking at the show notes? I feel like you're not. But listen.
I feel like I'm following where you're going, and I'm being like the sidekick, the proper kind of minion to your yin, you know?
Right. But you know, there's Blender, there's Unity, there's Unreal Engine. There's lots of things for people to use these days, and there's very minimal need to mess with source code. But even with that, sometimes you just want something very simple that's like point and click, WYSIWYG, whatever. So this thing is great. It has a sprite maker. You can make icons with it. It has stuff for audio. It has like different development suites for like making RPGs, mystery type game. It's crazy. I haven't even looked at all the things that are in there, but for like $12 or more, if you want to pay more, you know, to help out a good cause, you get the whole shebang. It might go up, by the way, if you wait too long. But humblebundle.com, make sure you go over there. Another thing that's worth looking at is Raptor. It's spelled RAPTR. I know some people don't like it because they consider it like spyware or malware or grayware, whatever. But it's neat. You know, they got reward points. Oh, I just saw you go into the show notes. Ha! Caught you. I caught you, I be loud.
You didn't catch anything. I read them over when we went over them, and I put them in my head.
Oh.
I literally thought I was just supposed to be like your sidekick, which means I'm not really supposed to be sounding like I'm reading from a script.
No, you're doing good. But I want to be able to pass it off to you and say, hey, read this part. Actually, why don't you tell them right now? Tell the fine folks over here. Just scroll down, see where my cursor is at. Let them know what's going on with Raptor. Are you there yet? I don't see a mouse. Where's your mouse point?
Of course not. You know why?
Why?
Because I have to find my glasses. I can't see.
Oh my goodness. So anyway, we'll talk about Raptor real quick. So Raptor has some cool deals in there. They always have different things in the marketplace that you can buy with the reward points. And the way you earn reward points is just by playing games. You know, it's really cool. Or you could complete offers. So it's kind of got like a inbox dollars type of thing going on. Or what's the other one? Swag bucks. You know, if you do any of those kind of things. Bing rewards. Same kind of thing. Xbox Live rewards. All that stuff. You know, you earn points and then you can redeem those points. So, and it's cool. What I like about Raptor is that it lets you chat with friends across platforms. I can chat to Xbox, PlayStation Network, PC gamers. You know, it integrates all this stuff, and it's just one good place to launch your games. It's like Steam, but it's cross-platform, because Steam is strictly for PC, and you can launch all your games through Steam, even if they're not Steam games. But this is for everything. And it's cool. Like I always like the way that works, and it also tracks your progress in games. So you compare how experienced you are in different games with how your friends are, and you go a little. It has a little social leaderboard. It's fun. So.
Is it really fun? Because I'm seeing some of the sites that you can do it on, right? Where you get them.
For Raptor?
Or is that the? No, I'm silly. I jumped ahead. This is all about rewards.
Oh yeah.
I'm all about the freebies.
King Deem has a good point that they have a desktop app, and that's the main thing I'm talking about. I think it works on PC and Mac. I'm not sure about the Mac, but definitely PC. They do need a mobile app. That'd be cool. If you get the mobile gaming in there, and use messaging in there, that'd be pretty sweet. Everything's an app these days. That's the big thing, right? So again, if you missed it earlier, Destiny Expansion Pass 1 is now $10 cheaper, more or less. And it might be time to pull the trigger and get in on those, work on those year 1 rewards. But what
are the other deals you got?
The last ones are games with gold. They have Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Massive Chalice on Xbox One, and Plants vs Zombies on Xbox 360. You know, and you don't have to download them. Just, you know, you can add them through Xbox.com. You don't have to start up your console. Just download, like, click purchase. It'll say free, and then you have the license and it's yours. You don't have to actually download it. You don't understand it. You can cancel it and it's still yours because you got the license. Technical system by Raptor. He says, I used Raptor before, but they no longer track achievements, and the desktop client still can't log into Xbox Live or PlayStation Network account. I use Xbox Live all the time.
Okay, now are these the games where I have to do the lawyer speak, the sites? Sorry.
No, we're not gonna bother doing that. We're gonna keep it moving because we got a lot of stuff to cover. But one more thing, I know EA's evil, but EA Origin on the house, they got Zuma's Revenge for free right now. You never know when they're gonna take it off, so jump on there. Some of the previous games they had were Theme Hospital, Wing Commander 3, and Dragon Age Origins. So EA Origin on the house is, you get games for free. They're available for a small window of time, sometimes a month, sometimes a week, sometimes 2 months. You never know. And there's no strings attached according to them. But there is, because they use the Origin data client. I always call it Origin data client. The Origin client is like they use it for data mining.
For data mining? Wait a minute. How do you use that for data mining?
That's what people don't like about it, because it collects usage statistics on like what games you're playing and stuff. So people are like, that's intrusive. It's like, well, if you're worried about your privacy, then just disconnect your computer and never go online, because everything has cookies and tracking, and you think your ad blocking, your virus scanning, your firewall's gonna stop everything? Good luck. Everybody, look, marketers are desperate to get any insight they can into consumers, so they're gonna get you one way or another. So either live under a rock or just deal with it. Those are your options. Anywho.
Okay, so I get all that, but like, okay, so what we were just talking about, is that the same for like all launchers? Because there's an open source Project Ascension. Is that why they're kind of doing that to unify it and take out the data mining? Like, I've been trying
It's possible. I mean, the thing is, you gotta look at it like this. With these open source projects, even them, they if they put it out for free, right? You gotta think about what's in it for them. How are they making their money? Because it's taking in the time and money to develop something like that, right? And
exactly.
Most of the while you find a labor of love, but most of the time there's something they're doing. They want donations, or they put bloatware in there. There's always a way they monetize. So, there's always a catch. There's no such thing as free lunch.
Quickie.
Oh, you're ready. You're ready for me. So Destiny minutes, real quick. Gonna keep things moving along. We got about an hour or so left. So we still got lots of stuff to do. You ready?
The gang is huge on Destiny now, with streamers like The Worst Radio Show, Cupcake Envy, Casual in Batman 83, and Yancey. A lot of them are.
That's actually 'cause I'm Batman. Are you high? So it's okay. Did I throw you off your mojo? I'm sorry.
Because I wasn't ready.
You wasn't? No, I was gonna say, are you ready for me to start? You don't have to read it. But I appreciate it. Keep reading it. Keep going. And then I'll take it from here.
This game has a massive and highly engaged community, so expect this to be an ongoing thing. But you know what? For the full scoop, be sure to tune into the podcast Infinity by our pals over at WRS Media. Yeah. And Yogi's going to report on week 8, House of Wolves at Destiny, Latecomer Newbie. What's new?
That's very good. Everybody, clap, clap, clap.
No, I felt like that was really crappy. Like, I didn't feel like I was really being myself. I understand, format. I just got to get better at it, so...
No,
I love you guys.
The show notes are not read. Obi reads them verbatim. They're just here. Those show notes are here to give you some talking points.
No, you know how to read the show notes in a way to where, literally to me, this is your shorthand. Because literally to me, you just read it, but you read it in your shorthand because you get it. And me, I gotta get into the mind of Yogi.
My mind.
It's not like Minolta.
Poke, Minolta. Oh my lord, nice one. Good call, good call. So the Taken King hype is still going strong. There's a lot of things they're gonna do with this. Some of the things stand out. Each class will have all three elements. So each class is the Warlock, Hunter, and Titan is gonna have a third subclass. So you'll be able to take advantage of every element, which is Arc, Solar, and Void. So it's gonna be cool, and supposedly there's gonna be a quest line to unlock the third subclass. So there actually might be some semblance of a story, some lore. It's gonna be cool. Maybe it'll make people feel more fully invested and connected to their characters. But right now, it's not so much the case. There's also the whole thing with the Taken is that you have Oryx, the father of Crota, coming back to avenge his son, and he's taking enemies and basically corrupting them, and then they become like these kind of pseudo zombie type things. It's cool idea. It's a cool idea, but I feel like they recycle so many models and assets in this game, and it feels kind of lazy. But at least there's a new model for Oryx, and he looks badass. I just hope they put some new enemy models, because like one of the things that bothers me is it's like for a company that has the track record that Bungie has and the capability that they have. A lot of times you're fighting a boss, and all it is a scaled up version of the boss. No flare, no like flames or wings. They didn't touch anything on the model. Like they might change the color, the palette, and that's about it. It's like, really?
So that's the difference between when like Blizzard recycles and redoes stuff and when Bungie does it.
Blizzard puts more effort in doing that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really? How so?
Because at least put little touches. They put some kind of flair to make it stand out. And this is, not to mention, that's an MMO. It's a much more massive scale. That much more to do. Bungie insists that this is not an MMO. It's a shared world shooter. But it's an MMO. But
okay.
They like with the amount of the things you have available to you, the lack of content for what it is, really, they should put a little more effort in. Like, what would it take for you to put like glowing red eyes or add a beard? I don't know. Put a silly hat on one of the mobs. Do something fun.
Well, literally from watching like Motigan commentary from the special effects guy at a lot of games, it's actually, people don't realize how necessary it is in gaming. It's not really seen as a prime, this is what I want to do with my life in gaming. So you don't really have a lot of people who are talented in doing those kind of effects that don't, completely just hose the game because it's weighted down. There's only so much memory. That's what I learned. So I'm like, yeah,
and again, if you're a noob at programming, I get it. That's when you take shortcuts. This is Bungie. They're not like, hi, we're a startup and we work out of our garage. You know what I mean? Like, there's no excuse for it in that case. And people making it, being apologetic, making excuses on their behalf. It's like, stop it. Like,
Iron Banana Domination.
I like how you jumped me ahead there. So yeah, the Iron Banner was a big deal. It's point control, the control format, and it's fun. But the thing about it is, in Iron Banner, which we keep calling it Iron Banana because it sounds cooler. Level advantages are enabled. So if you're undergeared and underleveled, you will get dominated. But I gotta say, Kevin, if you're listening, you were completely wrong. I had some low-level friends that played Iron Banner and were doing work. So you could jump in there. Just realize you're gonna have to work harder because you don't have the gear to rely on. So you probably want to be at least a level 20, but realize that players will appear as skulls and question marks if you're underleveled, and you'll tickle them. Oh, God. I thought I was scatterbrained. I think you're beating me tonight. So, Iron Banner.
What am I beating you with? 3 Galahorns?
Galahorns. The Galahorns. Yeah.
Is that Galahorns? Is that anything like the Wilkins?
I got.
The Waltons?
I guess it can be if you want it to be. I got 3 Galahorns. And that's gonna piss off some people because the people are still working on their first Galahorn. And Galahorn is exotic. Exotic is like the highest tier of rarity in the game, supposedly.
Really?
I got 3 Galahorns, 2 in the same week. Actually, 2 in the same day.
How'd
And
you do that?
I got really lucky. The RNGesus loves me. You know about the RNG? You know about the RNG.
I don't know about the RNG. What's about the RNG?
The random number generator. It's an old programming thing that's become...
Ring, ring. Who's that calling? Like, late for dinner? Because, duh. I should have known.
But yeah, for those that don't know, RNG comes... The root of RNG is, random number generator, which is, we don't see this as gamers, but as game designers, what happens is, and I know this firsthand, everything random really works off of, it's all math. So you have a random seed, it's a number of like how many odds are. So let's say you want a 1 in 1,000 chance. You say, the number will be 1,000, and then let's say if number equals 1 or whatever number you want it to be, then do this. That's the basic premise. But sometimes RNG, if you're not using a hash, which keeps track of your results over a course of time, it's completely random. You might, it's like a rolling dice, right? You might keep rolling a 6. Statistically, that might be impossible to roll a 6 back to back like 10 times. It becomes
It's not impossible. It's just improbable.
Improbable, right? Everything's possible, but it's improbable. Correct. Look at you, grammar Nazi. But you're right.
No, it's not a grammar Nazi. I know statistics.
Yeah, and the more you keep rolling that 6, the less statistically probable it becomes, right? So, but this is what happens to time.
Some pretty high odds, yeah.
Exactly, the odds start to stack up against you. So there's people like me that keep rolling like high numbers and getting good shit, and there's people that like keep rolling the low end. They're like, what the hell? So, and it's completely random. So that's one of the frustrations with Destiny. But everybody knows Xbox One exclusive is the better loot drops, because all my PlayStation friends seem to have like crap dropping, and I'm like, oh, I got my Vex Mytho class and Galahorn on the same day on my 3rd week of playing. Matter of fact, on my first raid, on my first Prison of Elders, I got exotics. Oh, they're like, what?
Yeah,
Screw you.
Somebody's not handling that algorithm the same way. Somebody's good at code, and somebody, no bueno.
There's something in there too, because I noticed that if you get a drop, you tend to get more of that drop thereof. Like, it seems to drop more of that same thing. So then you just end up keeping it for your other tunes, your other characters, or you end up dismantling it for parts. So there's something in there for sure that's funky.
It's like they're giving more love to console than PC. What's that?
Is Destiny even on PC? Is that even a thing? I thought it was strictly console.
Well, every game is born on console, so like...
Not every game.
I see so many different games that have emulators, or it's supposed to be on like an Xbox or a PlayStation, but we're playing it on the PC, so I get confused.
Listen, don't piss off the PC master race.
I know, right? Sometimes I cheat on them, and I don't mean to. It just be calling me.
Now I'm gonna say, raid drops have been pretty shitty for me. And I've noticed overall, I don't think it's really worth it unless you're waiting for those exotics, or because the raid gear, the raid armor usually is like Vault of Glass at least. Crota still has some good stuff that you can ascend. Just keeps it relevant, but you need those etheric lights and probably some other upgrade materials. But the raids are still fun. They're still worth it. Just keep in mind you may not get good drops.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was just saying. I'm so glad console people don't chat anymore. I really do. Glad they lost that ability.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Like, I go into so many raids and matches where no one's using the team chat. I've had maybe since I started Destiny, I've heard maybe 3 people in random games in pubs use voice chat. It's pretty bad.
But you know why, right? No, it's not bad. It's great. It's like peace and quiet. I can think, as opposed to listening to some dude who has their mic way too close to their mouth, wolf down Cheetos.
Oh, he's a mouth breather.
Oh.
The worst. One of the things that really sends me over the edge is people that play loud music in the background. It's crap music on top of it, and it sounds terrible over the mic. But they don't have the voice chat on, like, so they can hear it, but their mic is on, so they can't hear you saying, "Dude, turn it off. It's annoying," you know. Or they have a fan blowing it, and the same thing, they can't hear you, but you can hear them. It's like, oh god. Or they're having a full conversation, like, "Yo, tell that bitch stop being the freaking hoe. Yo, I'm done with this shit." Like, no one wants to hear. I'm not here for Jerry Springer. I want to play the game. If I'm hearing you, it better be, hey, someone's coming to B. Watch out. He's got Blade Dancer. He's gonna come at you. Oh, watch out. They're flanking from the right. Like, make it relevant to the game, or at least have some good conversation. You know, if you're in a friendly group. But Jesus, I don't want to hear your background shit.
So we should have a class on, like, console gamers. Learn how PC people use chat so we can have good conversation.
How to voice. How to voice chatter. Such noise pollution. Much hate. No me gusta.
I mean, if they'll spend $10 on a headset for a decent, for a cell phone, I mean, they should spend $10 learning how to have a good conversation. They might actually get a date, a play buddy. I don't know.
Another thing, I think some people just don't have microphones, and I don't get it, because on Xbox One you can use any microphone, any headset, even a PC headset if you're clever. But you can, like, people don't have wired headsets for their cell phones anymore. Like, for $10 you get one, and it sounds great. You don't need to buy freaking Turtle Beaches. You don't need to buy Astros. You know, just buy freaking.
The Turtle Beaches are comfortable. Like, ooh,
they're comfortable, but I tell you, all those big ones, like the main ones, they skipped out. Like, they've gotten bad with the quality of their products and like durability. Like, it sounds great, and when it works, it's wonderful. But then they tend to break down. I'm kind of done with the high end stuff, to be honest.
Not the Turtle Beaches though. Like, them, I can literally say I found one of their first models that just needed, the new pads. And that bad boy took a beating, like Xbox console headset beating.
I think the older ones were, the older models were built a higher quality. So yeah, they could take a beating. But try getting the new ones. If they feel cheap, they feel great on you, but they feel like cheaper materials, and you gotta treat them very gingerly. But anyway, we're talking about Destiny. King Deems just reminded me of another thing I want to mention. You want some drops? The Nightfalls have been dropping exotics like mad from what I've seen, and even the heroic strikes, and even like if you do the dragon or even the tiger strike playlist, the harder difficulty ones, there's stuff dropping in there. So if you want to farm some drops, might be the way to go. Just saying. So that's it on Destiny for now.
Any thoughts, Dad? Like, anything you want to actually counter Yogi about? Because as you can tell, he will tell you the whole story. His side, your side, they side, the dog side, all by himself. So we want to hear from you. Why don't you leave us a voicemail at 26... I always do this. I'm so dyslexic. 206-415-4987. No, seriously. Like, I don't even say my own phone number anymore because I get it all wrong. It's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, give us a call, leave us a voice message, and we will respond live.
Word. Well, let's just take us into the next segment. No? Maybe.
We have segments?
Yeah. It's right after.
Is that the segments that I've been waiting for? That's all about you and your man crushes with geek girls. But it's really man crushes with actual men. As you play females in games, because you have geek girl crushes to hide your man crushes.
Oh my god.
Are you talking about that?
Yeah, this is Man Crushes and Geek Girls, and this is where we share our favorite Man Crushes and Geek Girls of the week.
Are
you there?
Via Twitter,
you
guys have to tell us. You guys have to tell us what your man crush is. You gotta answer us on Twitter. We want to see it. I want pics. Because I might not know who you're talking about. And even if I do know who you're talking about, like, I might have a picture of that dude that I'm so not seeing it. And you might have something that I need for my collection. Everybody's got their own bank. So show us on social media what it is that you crush on.
Word. Do you have any geeks of the week that you want to share? Anyone you want to shout out?
Who, me?
Yeah, a man crush or a geek, or it could be a streamer, it could be an author, a game designer, a podcaster, anybody.
Actually, I'm kind of liking I Poach. Actually, that's his like Skype name, I believe, but it's Poach, and he is the head of Team Girl Gamers Network, Team GGN on Twitter. So if you're down for seeing women streamers who actually are earning a living and not just trying to live off the girls, he's really trying to get that together, and he's got some really great streamers, and you should check him out.
Word. My picks are some oldies but goodies. I want to shout out again Brandykins 1982 and Cupcake Envy. That's Cupcake Envy with an extra E. So it's
I love her.
Have you checked her out recently?
I've checked her out all the time. I love her hair.
Oh,
She's so
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Really down to earth. She's attentive. She's like what a girl streamer should want to be. Just herself and interesting. And yeah, I love her. I totally love her. She's one of the better ones to watch. Like Cupcake Envy's the bomb.
She goes hard too. Like she goes on some long marathon streams. I'm like, damn girl, you still on? I'll take a power nap and then I'll get up and she's still streaming. I'll take a shower, go out, run some errands, come back, she's still streaming. Like, damn. She's beast
See, that's
mode.
what I'm saying. Like she's a machine. Like, she's girl gamer. Like it's not a four-letter word with her. You know what I mean? Like gamers got to give her mad love and respect because she's doing it for real. So you guys should check her out if you've never seen her before.
She's got the skills and the personality. Like she's just not relying on the gimmick of hi, I'm a girl and I'm a girl gamer. It's a mad
Oh, I
problem.
wish you would say that to her. Yeah, like and hear her response. It's if she gives it to you, you'd be blessed.
But yeah, Brandy also is doing work, and I like she does a lot of the retro stuff. So we're gonna collaborate more on Retro Friday and Throwback Thursday stuff. The Thursdays are really busy, so we might figure out if we'll do maybe an afternoon stream or something together. But these two girls, we're so happy to have you as part of the gang. Oh my gosh,
Is Brandykins the adorable one?
the dark
like-
hair, the dark curly hair. Like wait, she got a little
my
curls.
gosh, like Dora. Oh my gosh, yes. Love her. Love her.
Yeah, she found us online like a lot of people did. Cupcake too. Yeah, it's so cool how many people find us just by searching the web for things they're looking for, and they find our website and they contact us, and then we form relationships like that. We form bonds to last a lifetime. It's awesome. I love that we're doing this. Like people find it through the podcast, through Google search, whatever. It's so cool. They find us at all games. But anyway, honorable mentions to Cupcake Noms, who is still on the grind. She's still doing work. She's still awesome. She still sings beautifully. But she has scaled back a bit on her streamings, for those that are curious. She recently moved from Pennsylvania to Texas, so she's kind of getting back into a schedule there. And Janelle, number 5, we miss you.
I was gonna ask you about her. Like seriously, I was just getting ready to ask you about her. Where'd she go?
Who, Janelle or Cupcake?
Oh, yeah.
Janelle's been streaming, but like, unfortunately she's young. She's malleable, but some of the wrong things are influencing her, and she's really pushing hard to get partnered on Twitch, which makes me sad because really people should not set that as a goal. There's other ways you can make money online, and if you really love streaming, that's great. But don't let Twitch hold your future in their hands. Use something like Subbable, Patreon, donations, Twitch partnership. For most people, it's a bad deal. It's not even a very good goal. It's just gonna stress you out. It's gonna make you get into the downward spiral. You're gonna end up doubting yourself, and the people that they choose to partner a lot of times suck, and then the people that deserve it don't get it, and that's just the sad reality of it.
It's more along the lines of like seriously, if you have to sacrifice something about you that you really love, and you don't even feel peace about giving up to get somewhere you think you want to be because you think it's going to be worth it, you should probably focus on the part of you that people want you to take away that you love and find the place that's going to be what you want it to be, and they'll welcome you. They'll be the ones looking for you. If somebody's not trying to be your friend, it might be like the world saying there's a better place for you to fit where you'll be happy. You don't want to be here because you won't be happy. So it's not hating on Twitch or anything, but you know, they don't always know what's best for every streamer.
They don't,
They
and
just don't.
they're kind of narrow-minded when it comes to the variety of content that people like. You know, you can't always look at the numbers because you can't anticipate a need until someone fulfills that need, and you give them the stage to do it. You know, it's like
Yeah.
if all you play is modern day hip hop in your parties and people are responsive to it, that doesn't mean that's the only thing they like. It's just what you're always playing, and that's how it works. So it gives you a false positive. And that's a switch, but it's a lot of people. But, she's also stressed out because, she's young and she's like, I don't want to get out of my parents' thumb. Let me tell you, folks, you young folks, don't rush growing up. You know what? So there's days I wish I stayed with my folks longer. Well, my mother, because my dad was a jerk and, abandoned us. But that's another story. Sometimes I wish 3 square meals a day if I needed, roof over my head, my laundry done for me. It's a sweet deal. Come on, how many of you actually have real stress? Everybody complaining about their parents. Like, I don't get any privacy. They ask me to do stuff. Like, well, guess what? That's what you got to deal with when you live with other people. Roommates are worse because you don't have the card of them being family actually giving a shit. They will.
Okay, wait a minute. I got to speak up on the other end of that because that's not fair. So, say, for example, I feel you and I smell you like that. But, like, my daughter, it's like once she got to a certain age where it's like she was an adult, it's like, okay, your name's on the lease. Here's your part of the rent. If you're not on time, then I'm going to treat you like the world would treat a roommate. And when she comes in and she did her thing, there were parts where it was kind of, uncomfortable because we two grown adult women and I treated her that way. I handled her as such. If parents are going to do back, that kind of respect to a kid, and it's like 2 adults living together, yeah, don't run away from home. But at the same token, if parents are trying to treat you like a kid, though, then, that's the sacrifice for being an adult. I mean, it sucks. That's just what it is. So plan accordingly,
But to your parents, you're always going to be their kid. That's just...
Heck no. My daughter's in the Navy. She's about to try and die for her country.
You are a rare example. All right, you're the exception.
Kind of gotta get there, like for real, like.
No, but it's 2 different things. It's not just about. See, the thing is not just about training them to be independent, but there's still, when it comes down to it, as a parent, you're gonna be there for your kids. You don't get that kind of loyalty from anyone. Family is all you got most of the time. Like it's very rare you'll find a friend that will be there for you when you really need them, and that's just the sad truth of life. It's the dog eat dog world. But family, you 9 times out of 10.
But family's not always blood. You know what I mean? Like we got family. But
That's true. Family.
It's
about the bonds.
Family.
Yeah.
Right.
But unfortunately, not a lot of people that call people friends. They're not friends. They're more of pals. They're buddies. Because true friends are very hard to come by. Yeah.
I heard somebody tell somebody else.
Yeah. We won't get into that story. That's.
Oh no, we're not. We ain't got to put nobody out on a blast. I'm just saying, like, acquaintances, and I actually admire the guy for making the distinction because it might have come across as rude to some people or whatever, but it was kind of important to note that it's like, don't take that word friend for granted. If somebody uses it towards you, it's a blessing, not a given, Yeah,
I think we all throw out the term friend. Oh, that's my friend because, saying buddy or pal sounds stupid. But in your mind, you should at least be aware of there is a hierarchy. It's like, and when it really comes down to it, I think most people only have like 10 true friends and maybe 1 or 2 best friends. And then you have like your family, like thereof, like the people that are there for you through thick and thin, and not necessarily blood, the people that are just really there for you, and not just there out of convenience. Right. Now BFT 9000 said he was in the Army for 5 years, still had to move back home when after he got out, and nothing wrong with that. Save your money, but you have to be an adult. Even if you're not forced to do it, offer it up. Hey, I don't have much to offer. I only make this much per check, but I'll put this much towards these bills and work it out.
Right.
If you take initiative, your parents more times than not will want you to be able to spoil yourself, but you also have to get in the habit of saving money. and paying bills. It's like, I hate the whole thing about people being moochers. And you get moochers with family, you get moochers with roommates. That it's like, oh, well, now I can't buy myself these new shoes, and I can't get my nails done. Well, sometimes you gotta sacrifice. You don't need that extra cup of Starbucks a day or whatever. There's ways you can save money, but that's I'm not gonna get to that speech, but
yeah, because we didn't even tell where people should like send out the love to our family here on like Twitch and out there in the interwebs.
So yeah, if you can't join us live, you can be part of the conversation like we're having right now. You can tweet us at Obi1X2, who's not here right now, but he usually is. At Yogizilla, that's me. At Gods of Mayhem, that's IP Loud. And at Janelle_No5, that's Janelle. And hopefully she'll come back to us. When she doesn't see the value of being in a podcast, that's another thing. If you're doing the Twitch thing, no matter what your platform is, whatever you call your home base, don't focus on that thing entirely, because you're putting all your eggs in one basket. If you're let's say you're a musician, right, and you're selling albums. You maybe your ultimate goal is to go platinum with a record, right? But you don't focus on just recording the record and distributing the record. No, you tour, right? You freaking work local venues. You do big venues. You do autograph sessions. You do some merchandising. You go outside of what your main thing is. So your music is your main thing, but you gotta fan out if you really want to spread out, right? And that's the same thing.
The talent to do that, but it's one of those things that she's got to go through. She's got to go through the process of chipping away the part of her that doesn't work, so she can find the part that does. And that's just one thing we got to recognize. She's got to go through her growing pains.
Yeah, she's still.
She can't walk around with water wings forever. She got to swim.
I know. She's like our little sister here on the network, and we're trying to give her some advice. Yeah. It is funny. It hurts my heart because the #1 article on Google, if you search for how to succeed on Twitch, this is based on our research, talking to partner streamers and what we've experienced firsthand, our background in social media marketing. We got degrees and certifications and this stuff. We understand what makes things work, what works, what makes content hit, and all this stuff. And we do this as a living, and we work on we're working in gaming industry. We got connections in all these different facets of what people are doing. It's not just based on speculation; it's hard facts. There's still some opinion in there, sure, but it's tried and true. People are looking at that like, man, this is my, like, people are tweeting it out still, and that article is one of the main articles still is old by now, and people are still tweeting it out like, this is my Bible for Twitch streaming, and those people are getting massive hits.
Old doesn't mean like when
it's still relevant.
When it's timeless.
Yeah.
Like when it's timeless, basic classic pieces, like the properly done black dress, little black dress, it never goes out of style.
Yeah.
It's always going to be that the English gentleman suits that you see throughout the years, and any person who can truly rock it like they did in the Kingsman, it just makes you stop.
But the whole point,
have character for that, you know what I mean?
But the whole point though is the knowledge is there, and it's like the people are still trying to. Exactly. That's the thing. Like you said, you have to sort of just fall flat in your face. Like someone tells you, don't run down that way. No, let me find out for myself. Oh shit, I just fell off a cliff. All right, I won't do that again.
But you know what? I'm just, what I'm gonna do? I'm saying like, and maybe it's the mother in me. I'm a little nurturing type person. It's like, if that's what she's got to do for her, it might actually work. It might actually be the catalyst she needs to get that jump off she's looking for. And it even if it doesn't work out to where it's Twitch, she might have to go down this road to meet the connection that she needs to get to wherever it is she's going. So
she's got the connections, all of us.
I know. I mean,
it's like having Michael Jordan as a cousin, and you keep in touch with him, and then you go to like a local college to get basketball tips. Like, but really?
Yogi, you know what? If you keep making fish dinner for her instead of like, you just shown her how to fish.
I understand what you're saying. I know.
You taught her. Now you gotta let her go out and find her own.
I know. It's better to teach someone how to fish than give them fish. I get it. Trust me. Preach to the choir here. It just cracks me up.
I know.
It's a tale that repeats itself so much. And I kept telling people come back later, they're like, I wasted so much time. And by the time they realize that, they're deflated and they give up, or they're bitter, and it's like, like we could have averted, yeah, okay, venture off on your own to see what works for you. That's absolutely a must. The only way you're gonna learn is by just doing it and doing it your way. And no matter how much advice people give you, how many stories people share, you still gotta experience it for yourself. Totally get that. As a parent, as a friend, as a coach, for people to help people through their different things. But
family, the best thing about family is that when you come back hurt because you decide that you want to try and slay the beast by yourself, family is gonna come back, and put that towel on your head, help you bandage up, sit there and go, all right, now what happened, and let's help you figure out how you can get that dragon on, how you want it this time. Tell us what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you might still throw in a "I told you so," but you still nurture.
Yeah, I mean that's fam. Fam gonna do that. But
it's like, I'm
fam.
sorry. Let me fix that boo boo. You okay? Can I get you something to drink, something to eat? By the way,
so that's all I'm saying.
I told you so.
Like, I'm not gonna make the girl feel some kind of way because she feels like she wants to try and stand on her own 2 feet. That's what my daughter said. She's like, Mommy, you can't do it for me all the time. I got to do it for myself. And I'm like, but baby, you're trying stuff that I could try. And she's like, but then it's you. It's never me. And you know what? Did she end up right where I thought she was gonna be? The way I expected her? Yeah, but she holds her head high when she does it. So you know what, Janelle? You hold your head high. We waiting right here for you, babe. We don't trust them, mother. We trust you. We don't trust them. That's what's wrong. Yeah. That's what Papa Yogi trying to tell you. He trusts you. He don't trust them.
Exactly. Don't put someone else in control of your fate. I mean, control is an illusion, but at least do as much as you can to control the outcome of things, so that you're not just letting someone else tell you what your value is. You determine your own value. Like, she's doing a big thing. I've seen on a single day, she made over $1,000 on Twitch. That's ridiculous. Some people don't make that in a month.
Worried about you, baby bear.
That's all this is. And I'm just saying, like, when this is a general thing too. When you set a goal, think about what that goal really accomplishes. Like, all right, so you say, I want to become a Twitch partner. Well, why do you want to become a Twitch partner? Keep asking yourself why. I believe in the process of 5 whys. Keep asking yourself, why do you want this? And then when you come with the answer, say, why do you want that? Because of this. Well, why do that? Because of this. Well, why that? And you get down to like the 5th tier, and you finally start to get to like the root of it. Or you should be at it by then. And you start to realize, well, that's not the root of what I really want. It's not the real thing. So if your end goal is, I want to have more viewers, I want to have a steady stream, there's other ways to do that. A steady income stream. You don't need to have someone else do that for you. There's different ways to do it, but sometimes you have to plant those seeds. You got to get different fishing lines out. I'm going to use different metaphors. You got to you got to try different things. Don't just, beat your head against the wall. There's other ways, other paths to get to where you want to be. It's not always the one path.
Well, besides, yeah, and if you use just their way, then it's on their terms. So now
exactly.
If they decide to change anything about it, they own your audience.
Yep.
They can just say, well, we're firing you from the show, and by the way, we own your name because we paid for all the production and blah 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 blah. So now you're not even in control of your own brand anymore. So that happens in the industry. That's real. That's real.
Hey, cause I'm Batman 83 is in the house. We just shouted you out earlier, man. You missed it.
I'm Batman.
Tiger Claw got a little quiet there, but anyway, we got about a half hour left, so we're gonna start wrapping up soon. But anyway, that's our tangent, the more you know moment.
He's been worried about her all day, y'all. Don't let him front.
Oh, I've personally been missing her for a few weeks, but every time I'm in the channel, I can see like she's kind of deflated, she's kind of bummed out. But like, what's wrong with her? She seems kind of bummed out. It's like, she's give him some words of encouragement. Give him some words of encouragement because she needs it.
Yeah, y'all support her. She needs to know her fam's got her back.
Yeah, let her know that she's appreciated. That's the most important thing. Let her know I appreciate you. Like, she may think you're weird at first, but it's gonna hit her, and she'll be like, man, that's good to feel needed and wanted.
Yeah, we ain't mad that you want to try and do you, baby. We just want to do it with you. Make sure that you got some backup.
Word.
You run deep in this, fam. You run deep.
And yes, Batman.
Love, baby.
Batman, you missed the Destiny talk. We're gonna talk real quick. We usually do the dust off at this point. Well, actually, we do the feature discussion at this point. But we're gonna go do the dust off real quick. I just want to say, actually, we already talked about the Tavern Brawl. I'm just getting into Diablo 3 on Xbox One. So if anyone has that, holler. Is there anything you're playing right now?
What I'm playing is a secret.
Okay. Okay.
But there's this other one.